OKFM 101.7.
Councillor Baku.
Yeah, Halifax.
Yeah, that's a say what place we never bonkomo.
Because I say, what friend, so I went to forget the rest. Use them.
Oh, there. We the Councillor Lutterodt. We are meet Councillor Lutterodt back compare.
Forever and ever.
Okay, Councillor Nancy. I've been amenable. Nancy, we are councillor. Say, let's take it from the man's angle first.
Okay.
Ebia wo office na be me yaba na busuafo say dia to ye new cotton no half no nie dia aka no so eno na ye di bandage atare ho yi advice be na wo de be ma be ma no
now me da se mentia e tie for you know because le juma no ye me kasa one as a counselor makasa as a clinician at the same time.
Okay.
The woman says the nurse, the 16,000 nurse now walk the cap of the nurse for that.
Mm-hmm.
And no, nurse never hold the nurse me cut down. So see how you walk and go for your specialist of which me at the boss.
Oh, okay.
But this is the thing. Because at the end see immediate now preserve the other parts now with no damages is likely say you bet me up nurse now so. But it is a yes and no clinically say each function will still be. I'm saying this because your cases are for accord down when they are impotent. Erectional challenges is as a result of the nerves that are gone. You mean surgery for the nurse. The AI say, "Ye catchy, them and I say, near the tube ashim, and you be in Pemagra, no a pump it. Once it doesn't a pump it, I know. And to your money pump it or pump it, no we are flesh, no one I can see anywhere you should, so that the woman will have a feeling of something. But I know Beman, because clinically, who then now, Beman who then any Beman or one. I could nearly fire Jimmy. That is where the excitement is. So if we are talking from that point, before I come to the psychological part, if you bite that thing out, it means that the most it's like getting rid of the clit of a woman, because the most important part of the woman's excitement during sexual intercourse is not the vagina walls, it's the clit. So it's like biting that out. Number two, lucky enough, you can see that the bandage one has a tube in it.
Yeah.
The man's urethra or the jeans of feminine and then my head and sperm in sofa. What a young man in a man in the two. Yeah, dear one. Maybe I don't saw the funnel. Just of men, a trouble, a new one soon a bema who's on in a effa. And maybe I work careful. And no, never to my pepe. Mimi Kitty say, they saw no. Now get me to here. There money bet me enya. The flow of sperms are a bit to me. I shall baby me sent by discharging. Ye in here over to me erection. But me you too skeptical to say so bet me any regular excitement from the tip of the penis.
Wow.
Clinically, I found I see that there's a number of hours you be echo off with no bladder. A deep mayor numb, yes, in number, a maintain number of hours are Cotina Bagram car, you know, a deep year before you call for preservation. But yeah, keep it as preservation, almost keep it as exhibit and not preservation. Because you have a number of days and say, near fan to us on your blood flow. Nina, your yama, you buy a resabia, you consider by unshaking uncle, yeah. You bear cosmetic surgery, man. Near the so keke. You're trying to say that be their patch. Son of Bayo Benya baby, I don't so. But you're trying to say all erect and excitement, you know. They're very difficult.
Oh.
Now, based on this clinical status, for me as a professional, psychologically, you know, the problem right now is it is going to affect the guy if he is told that your male organ will be there. What the bedroom so Utie here, between the ascending sense of sperm one there. But a dire friend said, Deno. A better say possesses, who sit Dennis.
Wow.
You are no Ukrainians, my truth, your truth, and their truth. It's your court. Now you be a summer. You can't own now, the judge in the country, they may kind of the many courts in the country, no cranny about it. But maybe in Ukraine. The Berman in Ukraine and your story not girl make canal. Psychologically, it is going to be very difficult for him to believe in the act of sex unless several forms of counseling. Because if we have had consensual sexual intercourse, the guy's narration, and you harm me, and the narration right now is that I came to rape you, and I requested at gunpoint for a blowjob or suck my male organ, and in your sucking, you felt that in your scaredness, you picked my male organ as a form of defensive mechanism. And that is not a true reflection of what I'm carrying as a man. Psychologically, I won't forgive you because of the damage that you have caused to me. The other side of the story is that if it is true that I came to rob the guy, then they cannot correct him down, of course, and of course, now, Emma, you know, the most disgraceful organ in the life of Emma and Emma. That's the most, many is very disgraceful. Only tameness. I say, I didn't need tameness. Jacoban said it's true. He went into the room to go and steal as a robber. And at gunpoint, did what she did to the girl, and the girl bit her. That will also be another way of counseling her to accept that it is one of your occupational hazards. So, story now you couldn't say it here, but Obama soon your counseling.
Okay.
Obia dream ako, baby, I have a cotton at But what really has gone into the girl because for me, who did the year about to me, any of control, a cabema cotia or the year defense, and remember this room.
Wow.
I'm telling you the truth, yes, even though it was a self-defense.
And yes, Okaya didn't know Tifriho.
That is what I'm saying. And because we say cotidiano, if the penis is flaccid, if the penis is flaccid, it's very difficult to have a bite of it. Even when it's erected, you cannot have one bite to tear off. So I'm just imagining the type of teeth and how she was able to hold it. And I'm hearing the story, say now Berman cut the cheek. So I'm looking at the sucking position. Because if my male organ is in your mouth, and I don't know how come I can go and bite your back. We are not justifying the thing. I'm trying to imagine. Because she can't bite it off once. And then you say it continues.
Councillor Lutterodt, imagine the position where Obano Oti Mpanoso, she's seated on the bed with her legs on the floor. And the man is standing in front of the girl. That position is possible. Say blowjob no koso at that position. The man can only bend and bite her back because she's seated on a bed.
And she, okay, thank you very much. That's how I just wanted to understand. So you give the explanation, but I'm saying, it means that while the guy's head was at the back, she was keeping on biting it
continuously, non-stop.
That is what I'm saying. That the girl too will need to have counseling to manage her because whatever fear came into her, that as a result of the fear, she has to go to that extent, not conceiving the blood in her mouth, not conceiving something else happening. Because if you say the guy had gun and had everything, his hands were free. What if he could have shot you to death? So she also needs counseling. I think that one of the challenges that I'm facing, you better judgment, you better jail obi, you better punish obi. Yes, according to the law. But this side, no, say you interrogate you because we have lives to live. Abranti a man is 7 years, let's not call our own. The American, and now Okono we need the case now because you see, Abranti and them, they are not more. They are not. How is she going to leave? Because my teacher is a teacher, so madam. How is she going to leave? Because mistakenly, the media just gave her face out. Our media reporters, unprofessional ones, even the guy, the police people, and I even ask myself, Why was the male organ put in public? Was he also not part of indecent exposure?
Oh, if you saw a bandage, Munti, it's been covered.
No, it's not. That's his privacy. But it's in public. Or because we are passing judgment, instant justice. I thought people are proven guilty until the law says so. But it's as if this guy is proven guilty already and is everywhere because
the woman says so.
You get what I'm talking about? It can happen to me. If we don't take it, you better begin, you better share arming for. Why you not here when somebody went to record Felix Owusu in a room of somebody says my brother's girlfriend? Why you not here? So if we don't take it, we begin to release powers into our Yensema and then for the year show because boy you told me to see no matter how harmful at the Bonia Wakoye, and I make Kusu me research about the last time I year. It was even before I year. Say I have cases of women who will get up in the morning and their partners have had sex with them and they don't hear.
Oh, so it's possible.
So I have cases where Burma treat me that on take or sorry and say and then you me Diana.
Really?
And they are telling me so much deno as a dream.
Hey, counselor, some are working in the Kakro.
I'm telling
say
you.
Oba, say Oba beda howada. Ah, Bema. Befono ni nyam paso agro oba no on sorry. Yes, not under the unborn draw or nyane no cases will me highlight it just me know the major one I'm here on because of the no cases here nobody already so beka be man grad na wo miensa on kai one day onya the feeling say ye ni hey oda na wada every time no oda no wada and that's serious and to me or can't say that man in the die one tick or sorry no who say a uni punch no. So psychologically no Halifax, there's a big counseling issue here that we need to settle. Big counseling issue for both parties, including their families, including if it's true that a girl is a prostitute, say it's true, say a shower. All the showers around that area. Almost only lose market. Because you see and go back and say na muni baba ko na akọ bi dia sisi ade nsuro mu and be men so yi so asawo kakran no sisi oba ko nye brojo because so the question we beka so it is even going to be not just the two people we need to do general counseling on radio and on TV and those of us who need the asawo people we need to talk to them find better ways because I need the showers almost constantly maximum every 3 weeks I need to the asawo people those in Accra I meet them. You meet them for what? They are professionals and they need to be managed psychologically to do this noble work. Prostitution is a very noble work. Counseling to commercial sex workers?
They are not commercial sex workers. They are stress relievers for men.
Stress?
They are essential service providers.
By what definition? Because Obia original kwan who say Bema nimi beda na wetua meka no a commercial sex worker.
No, there's nothing like that.
Sir.
We no find a commercial sex worker because Obia young wale way no there be no. Then now here. And there's nothing commercializing about it. What am I saying?
Until we from saying.
No. They are professional.
Professional in what job? What job do they do?
Practicing clients.
Licensed and trained by which institution?
Unfortunately for us, we don't need to license a prostitute because God gave them that gift free.
Regulated by what agency?
We don't need regulated by God. The ability to be able to stand 4, 5 men, 6 men, and come back standing is God's regulation. That is why I say never speak against any prostitute. Because their profession is so noble to the extent, say, for Buma, Halifax, one day I'll drive you to one of my places. You get to the place is dark. She's standing there alone. You get there, there are mosquitoes. She's standing without even moving her legs. So they are not timid people. They are not low-class people.
But counselor,
respect and dignity to them.
But counselor, in a society, our laws frown on the job they do. I mean,
there's no way you can. The law has never been able to arrest any prostitute in Ghana because there's nothing you can prove in court that this person is a prostitute.
Oba say whom newspaper must say they were paraded.
Those ones are infringing on their personal rights because there's nothing proving that they are prostitutes. The law is declared that proves to us that this person is a prostitute. If that, then we have to arrest everybody in Ghana who has not married and is having sex because they are all prostitute prostitution.
They be different. They are in courtship. They are on in Bermano. They believe in sex before marriage. But prostitutes
no, yes. Don't start that way. We go to club, we meet girls who are not anything. We have sex with them. People have children with one night stand. People who have produced children and they can't find the men because they went to a particular club. Their man didn't die on them. There are cases like that I'm handling. So never try to say somebody is a better prostitute than some. The only challenge is that we have prostitute and ashawo. It's just like supermarket and enterprise.
And what is the difference?
That's why the difference is that an enterprise is where you enter and you price. A supermarket is where there are price tags. So a professional prostitute has a price waiting that you pay the price. You don't negotiate. You don't even top up. But if you get an ashawo, which is an enterprise, you enter and price. You can do first one with 25 Ghana cedis. And then you can decide to say that that's an enter and price. You be not.
Councillor Lutterodt.
That's the only difference. So there's going to be a problem with if truly that this girl is even a prostitute, like they are quoting to say, just alleging. If it's so, the group of prostitutes there are going to lose business because and it will cause men to become more defensive. One should better than another challenge say, or baby ben or they are no ben or be prepared so be prano. So the counseling aspect of this thing that has happened, the judgment out of this case will go a long way to either deter, encourage, sanitize, or bring relief for what is happening. So when the case comes to me, I'll not treat only the girl. Because as my hair can, it's a stigma to the family of the boys is here. Because the boy name about out. Yet in the bear to out. Or bar. You know how the social stigma is going to go attached to the child. What I say? Papa, and your papa or your kind of continent. It will become a social stigma. And your papa man, you didn't have a TV to kind of continent. So we don't think we have the instant justice in this country. We have to think well. If the judge says this guy is not guilty, how do we take off his image? Halifax, let's think. That is why the counseling is very essential. And the counseling in the Ghana in here, only make us to see Ghana in because people are still going to have girls. Girl no can ask them or hear counseling because she could be more truthful to a counselor in what transpired, how the guy entered her room. When was the last time he saw the guy? It will be an interrogation by the investigator, but the counselor has a way of coming to get some special information, not to prosecute her, not to punish her, but maybe some of the one or a virgin, or be a fan or a challenge with sex, never winning, or be a budukasia dana, there may be a attempted raping it dana. So there are so many things that psychologically we have to work on the girl. Let's not just think, say, finalize it, a jelly guy now. That is the end of the story. Remember, you can jail this guy for 200 years. If we don't work on the girl, she'll become a burden to other men in society.
Councillor Lutterodt.
It's a big story.
Okay.
That is why every time, like I say, we are cheering. Forget the rest. Come for the best. Councillor Lutterodt, I'm responsible for my comments. 0277 609 644. Obi a wanye wa adwin se ukodi opiewu. O kan be me fi ho. Ana o kan click the fi ho. Ana be ni boni bi wo mpem agoro no. Nyame ambo no sa.
OKFM 101.7.